Hello friends, welcome back to Daily Current Affairs brought to you by UPSC and today is 22nd November 2018 and our topics are Statue of Unity, Indira Gandhi Prize, the Sentinelese, Rabab and Mapped Program. Final session is PQRS, that is Previous Question Revision Series. And our very first topic is the Statue of Unity. Recently the Statue of Unity was unveiled by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And we know that the Statue of Unity is depicted the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who is the first Deputy Prime Minister of India and who made a contribution in the uniting in India. Thus, the statue is named as the Statue of Unity and it is located in the Sadhu Bed in the river Narmada near Vadodara in Gujarat. I already told you the statue depicts Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in a standing position. You can see the particular statue here and it is in a standing position wearing normal traditional dhoti with shawl and the statue is facing the Sardar Sarovar Dam. And I already told you it is the longest or highest or tallest statue in the world. It is the tallest statue in the world and the height is almost 182 meters. 182 meters. Thus, we are discussing about the Statue of Unity and Statue of Unity depicts Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and it is located in the Sadhu Bed in the Narmada river which is near to the Vadodara and it is the tallest statue in the world having height 182 meters. And the base of this particular statue stands above flood level or the highest flood level. So, no flood will affect the particular statue, even its base. And the base is also located higher the flood level and the statue can withstand an earthquake of 6.5 on Richter scale. Statue can withstand an earthquake having 6.5 recorded on the Richter scale and can withstand wind up to 200 km per hour speeded wind. So, it can withstand flood, even wind and finally the earthquake having a magnitude less than 6.5 on Richter scale. And the sculptor or this particular statue is designed by the famous Padma Bhushan sculptor Ram V. Sutar. The name is Ram V. Sutar. And the company who made this particular statue is the Larsen and Toubro Limited, that is L&T. The main materials used for the construction of this particular statue are cement, steel and bronze. Cement, steel and bronze. And we need to focus on a term which is associated with this particular statue is the Loha campaign. And Loha campaign, for making this particular statue, metal scraps, scrapped metal or metal scraps have been collected from the 6 lakh villages across India. So, in order to make this statue, a campaign is organized that is called the Loha campaign. And in case of Loha campaign, metal scraps from 6 lakh villages are collected for making this particular statue. And along with this, we need to learn which are the tallest structures or tallest statues all over the world. And I already told you the Statue of Unity is the tallest one and the second highest is the Spring Temple of Buddha. You can see it is in the rightmost side. Spring Temple of Buddha in the Henan province of China. The height is almost 153 and our Statue of Unity is 182 where Spring Temple Buddha is 153 meter. Next one is the Ushiku Dabitsu. Ushiku Dabitsu and you can see it's next to Spring Temple Buddha and the height is 120 meter. It is located in the Japan. And the popular one, that is the third tallest statue in the world, that is Statue of Liberty having height 93 meters. Statue of Liberty 93 meters including the base. And the fourth one is the Motherland Calls and that is in Russia in the Volgograd. And the final one or the sixth tallest is the Christ the Redeemer. You have seen this particular statue if you have saw the Rio de Janeiro Olympics. It is in the Rio de Janeiro. The statue is located near to the Statue of Unity is the Christ the Redeemer. It is in the Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. So, these are the tallest statues all over the world and the topmost or the tallest is the Statue of Unity of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel made by us. Our second topic is the Indira Gandhi Prize. Indira Gandhi Prize 2018. The Center for Science and Environment got this year's Indira Gandhi Prize And we know that Indira Gandhi's prize is awarded for the outstanding contribution in the field of peace. And it is given out annually to individuals and organizations for promoting the international peace and development. Thus, this year, the Center for Science and Environment got this particular Indira Gandhi Prize 2018. And Indira Gandhi Prize is contributed by the Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust in 1986. So, this year's the Center for Science and Environment got this year's award. It is a public interest research organization based in New Delhi, established in the year 1980 in order to create awareness about problems and propose sustainable solutions for those particular problems. So, the news is about Indira Gandhi Prize. It is instituted by the Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust, and this year's winner is the Center for Science and Environment. It is a public interest research organization based in New Delhi. And our next news is about the Sentinelese. And this is in news because an American tourist was killed by arrows shot by the members of the Sentinelese tribe. And the name of the traveler or tourist is John Chow, and who is an American who was shot dead by the arrows shot by the Sentinelese tribe. And the Sentinelese are pre-Neolithic indigenous people who are inhabited in the North Sentinel Island. And this North Sentinel Island is located in the Andaman Nicobar, which is in the Bay of Bengal. So, the Sentinelese is a Negrito tribe. Here you can see a picture. This person is a Sentinel. And Sentinelese, you can see the Negroid features. You can see the Negroid-like features in that particular man. And these are the Negroid tribe whose presence was confirmed in the island 2000 years ago. One of the features of Sentinelese is that they are very hostile to strangers. So, if we enter their premises without any permission, we might have shot by arrows. And because they are hostile, they have a distinct culture. That is the unique feature of that particular people. They are hostile, and they need to preserve their unique culture, and they are outside the purview of our so-called culture. So, they are outside from our particular culture. They have their own unique culture, and they are hostile to strangers. So, their home has been named as the hardest place to visit in the world. So, it is difficult to go there. It is very difficult to go there, and they are actually those places are reserved. But these American tourists have tried to enter there and shot dead. And they are only remaining in the Andaman and still maintaining their isolation from the rest of the world. So, they are they are remaining in the Andaman Island. They are only 39 in numbers. They are only less than 40. That is 39 in numbers. And the government made several efforts to protect them. And the main effort is the Andaman and Nicobar Islands Protection of Aboriginal Tribes Regulation Act 1956. And according to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands Protection of Aboriginal Tribes Regulation Act 1956, the traditional areas of Sentinelese are confirmed as reserves, and it prohibits the entry of all persons except those with authorization. So, if a person doesn't have an authorization, he cannot enter to that particular place. Only persons who have authorized or who get authorization from the government part can enter to that particular place. And even the photography or filming of the tribal members is also an offence. And this is the picture of a particular Sentinelese tribe, where there are very few pictures about the Sentinelese tribe. And I already told you, in the 2001 census, they are only 39 in numbers. These Sentinelese were recently in news because of a man was shot dead by an arrow when he tried to enter into the Sentinelese area. He is an American tourist. And according to the Andaman Nicobar Islands Protection and Aboriginal Tribes Regulation Act 1956, the unauthorized entry to that particular place is prohibited. Even filming and photographing of that particular tribe is also prohibited. And these Sentinelese are Negrito tribe. They have been living in that particular island for 2000 years, and the island is particularly in the North Sentinel Island of the Andaman Nicobar Bay of Bengal. Our next news is about Rabab. Recently, this is in news because a Kashmiri youth was playing the Rabab, put the instrument back to the popularity or limelight. And Rabab this is a Rabab. And Rabab is a long-necked musical instrument originating from the central Afghanistan, and it is one of their national musical instruments. It is a long-necked, you can see the neck. It is a long-necked musical instrument originating from the central Afghanistan, and which is one of its national musical instruments of Afghanistan. And the Rabab is mainly used by Pashto, Tajik, Turkish, Kashmiri, Baluch, Azerbaijani and Iranian Kurdish classical musicians. So this is indigenous to the Central Asian and other West Asian areas. Also in the Kashmiri region. And it is popular in the Kashmiri folk music, even though it is indigenous to Tajik, Turkish, Baluch, Azerbaijani and Iranian Kurdish areas. The classical musicians of these particular areas use this instrument called Rabab. And the popular Afghani Rabab have 7 strings. Afghani Rabab have the 7 strings, whereas the Kashmiri version or Kashmiri Rabab has 22 strings. And the main two strings were crafted out by the gut of a goat through an elaborate process. The news is related with the art and culture area, and our next session is the mapped program. In mapped program we have Lusaka, and recently the President of India and the President of Zambia, so Lusaka is the capital of Zambia ceremonially commenced the work of the Lusaka traffic decongestion project. So recently our President and Zambian President commenced the work of the 93-kilometer Lusaka traffic decongestion project. It was almost 6 months ago, in April. And so Zambia was in news at that time, and thus we need to focus on the capital city of Zambia, that is Lusaka. Before that we need to learn about the Zambia. This is Zambia. Zambia is a landlocked country in the southern Africa, and it is rounded by the Angola, Democratic Republic of Congo, Tanzania, Malawi, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Botswana and finally Namibia. So this is a landlocked country in the southern Africa, and the capital city of Zambia is the Lusaka. And one of the other feature of Zambia is it is very popular for its falls, that is the Victoria Falls, which is the largest waterfall in the world. So Victoria Falls is the largest waterfall in the world, which is also located in the Zambia, and it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Also Zambia is very popular for its copper mining region, and Lusaka is the capital city of Zambia. Recently, or 6 months back, the President of India and the Zambian President inaugurated the particular work of traffic decongestion project in the city of Lusaka. So thus on mapped program we have the Lusaka, which is the capital of Zambia, and Zambia is also popular for the Victoria Falls, which is the largest waterfall in the world, also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is popular for its copper mining region. And our final session is the PQRS, that is previous question revision series, and this question comes from the 2013 prelims in the particular environment session. In the grassland, trees do not replace the grasses as part of an ecological succession because of insects and fungi, limited sunlight and paucity of nutrients, water limits and fire, D none of the above. So why the trees do not replace the grasslands in case of ecological succession? This was the question, and we know the answer is C, that is the water limits and fire. The main one of the feature of the grass is that grass have a trick to monopolize its particular area, because during the summer season or dry season the grass dries up completely, and which causes fire, which destroy the entire other plants and organisms including their particular seeds. So during the dry season grass takes up fire, so thus that will eliminate all the plants in that particular area. And also the grassland develops in the region where rainfall is very less, and I already told you the answer is the water limits and fire, and we are connecting this water limit with the grassland, also the fire. And in the dry season the grassland will take up fire, which will eliminate the entire tree or plants of that particular area, even their seeds. And the grassland spread in the areas having less rainfall. Thus it make a difficult condition for growing of the particular trees. And in the case of ecological succession, in most of the communities or in most of the ecosystems, trees are the final or climax community. But in the case of grassland ecosystem, grass is the final or climax community because of the inavailability of water, also due to the fire. So these are the features of grassland. Grassland grows in an area where having a low rainfall. Also grass dry up in the dry season, which causes fire, which will eliminate the entire plants from that particular area, even their seeds. And also in all other ecosystems or in most of the ecosystems, trees are the climax community, whereas in the case of grassland ecosystem, grass is the climax community. So our answer is option C, water limits and fire. Thank you so much for watching our channel, and please like, share and subscribe. For detailed news and explanation, you can download to the PDF which is available in the description section. Thank you so much. Good night.